Wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton, top to beat, my lady only. I'm wondering what you got for me. Egyptian cotton, top to beat, my lady only.
What's up, Infobon? It's Freddy. A big heartfelt Dziękuję bardzo to the tens of viewers that have kept us in the top 10 YouTube sports card investing shows. Hosted by a Polish-American girl dad. I hope you enjoyed our last episode of King Kong Cards, where I examined which undervalued Shohei Ohtani rookie card has monster profit potential. Today is the first episode of
Don't Believe the Hype,
where I analyze which hot cards are overvalued and poised for long-term depreciation. It's not nearly as fun as prospecting those hidden gems, but it's equally important to avoid these expensive hobby landmines. Like investing at the height of a player's market and not being able to exit your position before the player's market drops, like Chris Farley around a coffee table. Fair warning, a lot of you are going to hate today's video. But it's my show, and I've sworn an oath
to infinity and beyond. By the power of Grayskull,
to protect your sports card investments to the best of my ability, which I admit is highly debatable. But enough about my unsolicited opinion. If you're an NBA collector and investor residing in the metro Atlanta area, you may want to click off this video or mute my plus-size face.
I thought you were trying to lose weight.
I'm starving.
Because the subject of the inaugural
Don't Believe the Hype
series is none other than Atlanta Hawks' first-time All-Star, shooting wizard, and hobby darling, Trae Young.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish!
Before you hang me with your digital news, let's review 4 well-established historical drivers for a basketball player's hobby popularity, value growth, and sustainability. Number 1, swag, or exciting style of play. That's one big fat check for Trae Young. But before you Ice Trae collectors and investors get too excited, that's the last check mark you're going to see for Trae. And it's not the most important, because if it was, then White Chocolate's cards would be selling for 4 figures.
Sacramento with numbers. Williams pushing it. Blind pass to Anderson for the reverse.
If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball!
Number 2, championships, or being in the championship conversation year in and year out. Atlanta's one of the worst teams in the league, and they actually got worse in Trae's second full season. And that's after Atlanta added 2 top 10 picks in DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish. Number 3, market. Atlanta is the 10th largest market in the US. But if you're routinely falling a few thousand tickets short of a sellout during the heydays of Dominique Wilkins,
and Atlanta very efficiently playing keep away, and there's Wilkins.
And his epic Eastern Conference battles against Michael and Larry,
Ball picked off by Rollins. Looks like the Hawks want to run. They find Wilkins. Look out.
I can't call you a basketball mecca or Medina. The truth is, major free agents are not going to Atlanta. If LeBron couldn't convince D. Wade and Chris Bosh to come to Cleveland, I don't like Ice Trae's chances of recruiting Giannis. Number 4, position. Basketball hobby superstardom is driven by point forwards and ball-dominant wings. Michael, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Larry, Luka, Giannis. The occasional transcendent center with a Shaq-sized personality.
Now I have the chance to get a house on the water and walk naked on the beach. Remember, if you take them pictures, I get 20%.
And the occasional revolutionary point guard with 3 NBA championships and 2 MVPs.
James trying to harass Curry. Curry off the dribble, layup off the glass.
And no, Trae is not Steph Curry.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish!
There you go, shout typing in the comments again. But Freddy, you clown. Trae Young's already an all-star at 21. And there's very few players that can do this.
We're trying to get organized defensively. Morris now. Oh, a fake behind the back. And Trae
And this.
do it with 5, 4. From the logo. Yes!
And this.
He threw that between Rubio's legs.
Little nutmeg.
So you're saying he could buck the trend and become the next Steph Curry, Freddy? He's an absolute wizard with the ball in his hands, but his historically bad defense murders his team's chances of winning meaningful basketball games. Pick any defensive metric, and you'll find Trae Young at or near the bottom. Curry, on the other hand, is an above-average defender at the point guard position due to his defensive IQ, superior communication, and effort. Lack of effort and focus on the defensive side of the floor has plagued Trae since college. Speaking of college, you would think a transcendent superstar would be able to get his Oklahoma team past a first-round matchup with the mighty Rams of Rhode Island.
Young, Hughes. Oh, steal by Fats Russell off of Young. 3.
What did Steph Curry do in the NCAA tournament?
Taking on ball. This has been Texas escaping with a win as a 2 seed. Tennessee at 2 in trouble. Here's Curry. Oh, my goodness. 46. Here comes Richards. Finds a coming Curry. This time Chalmers guards it. Puts it on the floor. To the bucket.
Oh, that's right. Steph put Tiny Davidson on his shoulders and came within one shot of beating eventual national champion Kansas in the Elite Eight. Winning matters, and I don't see Trae winning much in his career. Trae doesn't even match up well with Steph in shooting, his bread and butter.
This better be great bread.
Trae hit 36% of his three-point shots this season, better than the NBA average of 34%, but nowhere close to Steph's worst percentage of 41%. To make matters worse, anytime the defense rebounded a Trae Young missed three-point shot, they turned it into an average of 127 points per 100 possessions. The NBA average is 112. To give you even more context, the number one offense in the NBA, the Dallas Mavericks, score an average of 113 points per 100 possessions. That means that any team rebounding a Trae Young missed three-point shot turns into the most efficient offense in the NBA by over 13 points per 100 possessions.
You talking to me?
Still not getting through to you?
You talking to me?
Maybe you'll listen to a two-time NBA championship coach who's been around guys like LeBron and D. Wade on what it means to be a championship max-level player.
What young players should learn coming into the league of what a max player actually means. It's not about stats. It's not about, that final number on the box score. It's not about, whatever the 2K numbers you can get. It's not. It's about how your team functions and are you winning because of a player. And too often it becomes about stats or people that can pile up a bunch of stats, even at a young age, but they're empty stats and they don't impact winning.
Okay.
Look, can you make money flipping Trae Young in the near term while he's still in his development phase and people aren't worried about actually winning? Sure. But I'd rather exit my position early before other collectors and investors figure out that his style of play is never going to lead to a championship. All it's going to lead to is eventual stagnating and declining values.
Don't believe the hype!
And don't let Ice Trae leave you feeling like the Night King in God's Wood. That's going to do it for today. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions below.
It doesn't matter what you think!
As always, I'm Freddy, and you're welcome.